Yeah, it's been about a half hour since I signed off. Haven't left yet. Just so peaceful. Good morning, everyone. It is the middle of the summer and extremely hard for me to get motivated. You know, it's around 4:30 a.m. But I don't want to go hiking because it's supposed to be 90 today. So today could either be one of the best days or the worst days of photography this year. I don't really have a plan in mind. I'm not trying to go catch a specific sunrise at any specific location, but I'm hopefully the lights up somewhere that I'm around that I can take some good snaps. Really just my family asked me to get out of the house. I'm stir crazy. So yeah, we are on the way to, of course, the Delaware Water Gap. I have a couple of ideas in mind. I've never been to Van Campen's Glen, which is a stream and a small brook with some cascades. I would love to go back to a bridge spot that I noticed in a winter vlog and I spoke about in my last vlog, and try to get some of those swirls right where the Delaware River flows next to some old bridge foundations, and it really creates these wonderful swirls. I want to capture that somehow, and I've tried it a couple times this year. It's never worked out. So maybe the morning is the right time to do it. Or maybe we'll head over to Raymondskill Falls in another winter vlog where I tried to get down to the base of the falls but bailed because of ice. Maybe we'll check that out as well. Okay, so I have about a 40-minute drive to the Gap, and we'll see what we find when we get there. Okay, I think the first stop will be in the Gap itself. I noticed some fog on the way in, and I always wanted to have a fog picture right in the spot of the Gap that makes the turn around Route 80. I'll explain that in a second. So definitely wanted to take a minute and see if I could find a composition here before we head out. It's still a little early, so I'll have to wait and see. Okay, so some good news is that there is fog. The bad news, it looks like the fog is behind me and not in the Gap picture itself. I'm not sure if the GoPro is picking any of that up. Bummer. And it definitely looks very mucky. The river's low again, so the shore is filled with all the seaweed and algae. But we'll see. Maybe it'll light up a little bit. Okay, so I've got a shot lined up. I've got rocks, and I'll show it to you in a second, but rocks along the beach in the foreground and the classic view of the Gap in the background. I'm hoping some of these clouds light up a bit. They're starting to turn pink. That might be very cool indeed. And if that fog would just stay there for a length of time, that would make me happy too. Okay, well, that was not a perfect scene. It was lovely. I caught a fish jumping while I was recording some B-roll. Ducks moved across the frame as well, and that fog is kind of lovely up on the Mount Tammany behind me. So yeah, this was an unexpected stop, but I'm glad I did. So we will go down Old Mine Road now and further into the gap. All right, I'm struggling. So Van Campen's Glen, the parking for it is closed, and I'm sure there is a way in, but I don't know it off the top of my head, and without phone service, I couldn't look it up on the National Park website. So I have a 40-minute ride over to Raymondskill Falls, and we'll try that shot I've been dying for about a year now. I just hope I get there before people show up. So my arrival time is right around 7 a.m. Man, that is ridiculous. I don't understand. I honestly don't. If the garbage is full, put your garbage in a car, right? You didn't walk here. Bring it home with you. It's so freaking annoying how disgusting people can be. I can't wait to see what I find back here. Anyway, Act 2 was a bust. So I wanted to try to get the swirls along the foundation of the bridge, but fog moved in so deeply that I thought that would be futile to try to see anything there. You know, you couldn't see the swirls well if it's decked in with fog. So then I tried Van Campen's Glen, and I couldn't find a parking spot. There was the designated parking area was closed, so I gave that up as a bad job as well. So here I am, returning to the base of Raymondskill, which I almost got to one day, but couldn't quite make it because this very trail I was on was full of ice, and I didn't want to risk a fall. So hopefully we can do better this time and capture something. So I couldn't really vlog much here. The roar of the falls, and I think as you saw, it was a bit treacherous, mainly because of my lack of balance trying to get across these rocks behind me. But boy, in the back of the camera, I really think I did well. I'm looking forward to see how this one processes. But again, down here, it's so disappointing. There's trash, you know, everywhere. Everywhere. It's really, it sucks. I looked into volunteering
for cleanup duties. The National Park website is down until August 1st, but that's the first thing I'm going to do when it comes back up. The volunteer website is down. This is just too much. I can't take it. It's so aggravating. So I think I'm going to take the long way out. I see a trail, can't see it on the GoPro, across the stream. And I would bet a lot of money that is the trail that I saw in the winter. So I think I'll just hop across here using my tripod as a walking stick. And if I get wet, so be it. It's only my feet. All right, let's give that a try. Okay, so that was a little of an adventure. Right when I was trying to get some B-roll, a family of, oh my gosh, 8? Maybe a little bit more, starts coming down the trail with trays of food and kids, you know, dressed nice. At least one of the females was dressed nice. I'm not sure what they were trying to do there, but I guess they're going to spend the day. So I got out of there. Let's see if I have to go back there, because I'm not sure where this trail leads. I'm pretty positive I know where it leads, but I've never done this before. And boy, right away, the first rock I stepped on, I slipped and my feet are soaked through. I was up to above my shins at one point. And now my throat is so dry because my water's in the car. Whew. Anyway, oh, what a little adventure. Hello, how are you guys? Wet. Such mixed emotions about this place today. So, as you saw, no problems getting out. Met a family, started chatting to them. But then on the way out to my car, there are parties of 4, 8, and I even saw one that was probably 10, where, hey, I love it that they want to explore the park. It's awesome. It's right. I'm not one to think that I should have this to myself because I knew about it first, right? It's a public space. Anyone should be able to use it. And if there's overcrowding, they need to either start having an entrance fee, or they need to, you know, limit the number of guests with a ranger at each trailhead or something. It's fine, whatever. Whatever works for the park is the safest. I'm all for it. But these families, they're not there to go hike or to go see the scenery. I mean, I just encountered one family that wanted to go swim at Hackers Falls, and I'm almost positive that is against park regulations. So it's just so frustrating to me right now that a place that I love is being overrun and overused for, I don't want to say illegal, right? You're not going to jail, but yeah, but for illegal purposes, right? That's not what you're supposed to do here. It's not a park for swimming. Anyway, rant over. Extremely frustrating. But I don't want that to fully dampen my mood. That was a really nice experience there. I wish I had a little bit longer of a time. I did not get to vlog much. I just had a feeling that I did not have that place to myself for long. And sure enough, as I was trying to take B-roll, another family came down, or a family came down, which was something else, because I think I said it earlier. You know, they had trays of food. They were dressed nice. It's just not what I'm used to in my national park area. All right, I'm gonna try one more thing. This is almost assuredly too late, but I don't want to go home, so I'm gonna hang out. The river was very low, as we saw in our first installment, or our first scene. So I want to get back down to the river and see if I can find a place just to walk along the riverbanks. If I have it to myself, it'll just be the perfect end to the morning. If not, it'll be a nice scenic drive, and we'll just drive right past it. So I am not really sure what I'm looking for. I've been walking along the shoreline here for some time. For a while it was in the shade, so I thought I could find something, but this is definitely bright sunlight right now. And I think I'm about to turn around. The atmosphere has lifted, so I don't think it makes for great landscape photography, but it sure is peaceful. There is no doubt. We'll walk a few more minutes, see if we find anything. I met a guy fishing. He said he's seen a couple of bear this morning around here, so I'll keep my eye out for that as well. But yeah, maybe 5 more minutes of walking. I also learned a valuable lesson today. I did the unthinkable in terms of serious photography and shot long exposure in the direct sunlight. And I had a blast. So I think I also have to stop trying so hard to do what Thomas Eaton does and spend more time just enjoying what I enjoy and not try to emulate the serious professional photographers that make a living. This is the most fun I've had in a long time in photography. Oh, for the love of photography. And I'm shooting in daylight, really, when you're not supposed to. Well, you're supposed to, but shooting in daylight when the worst possible conditions. Yeah, so I guess I do like a river, because I find myself coming back here more and more often. This is not the perfect scene. I don't think I took any keeper photos, but it's just so peaceful and lovely that I'm struggling packing up, even though I'm really just sitting here watching with my eyes and not taking out the camera. I did just try a long exposure, and I took some B-roll for sure. But for the most part, I'm just sitting here listening to the water, watching some paddlers go by in kayaks and a paddleboard. Really lovely. So let's sign off. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day, whatever you're doing. Please take some time this summer to get out and explore. It's really worth it. And we'll figure out the crowds and the garbage as we go along.